Today, I'm working with a BC547 transistor, a very common NPN transistor used in small electronic projects. First, I'll prepare it by applying a little solder on its collector and emitter pins, which makes it easier to attach other components securely. Next, I'll take a 220 ohm resistor and solder it directly to the collector pin of the transistor. After trimming the extra lead from the resistor, I'll solder the negative pin of the LED to the other end of this resistor. This way, the LED is directly controlled by the transistor. Now I'll solder a piece of copper wire to the emitter of the first transistor. This wire will act as a common ground connection, linking several components together. Moving forward, I'll add the second BC547 transistor. I'll solder its collector pin to the base of the first transistor, creating a Darlington-like pair arrangement for better sensitivity. Then I'll connect its emitter pin to the same copper wire linked to the emitter of the first transistor. This way, the two transistors work together, amplifying the signal. After that, I'll take a 10 kilo ohm resistor and connect it between the collector of the second transistor and the positive pin of the LED. This resistor provides the correct biasing for the circuit to function properly. To further fine-tune the sensitivity, I'll also solder a 1 mega ohm resistor between the base of the second transistor and the positive pin of the LED. Higher volume resistors like this help in creating a delay and stabilizing the response. Next, I'll prepare a 100 UF capacitor. I'll solder its negative pin to the base of the second transistor, which allows it to filter and smooth out the signal. Then, I'll connect the positive pin of the microphone to the positive pin of the capacitor and the negative pin of the mic to the same copper wire that joins both transistor emitters. This way, the microphone feeds sound signals directly into the circuit. To balance the circuit further, I'll add a 5.8 kilo ohm resistor between the positive pin of the capacitor and the positive pin of the LED. This resistor helps stabilize the microphone's signal before it reaches the LED. Now that the wiring is done, it's time to power up the project. I'll connect the positive wire of a 9-volt battery to the positive pin of the LED and the negative wire of the battery connector to the copper wire connected to the emitters of both transistors. Our sound-controlled LED circuit is ready. When I first connect the battery, the LED turns on because the microphone detects ambient sound. After a few seconds, it turns off as the capacitor discharges. Now comes the fun part. When I snap my fingers or make a sound using my thumb and finger, the mic senses it and the LED instantly turns on again. The microphone picks up sound vibrations and converts them into small electrical signals. These signals are very weak, so the two BC547 transistors amplify them. The capacitor and resistors help shape the timing and sensitivity. When the amplified signal is strong enough, it allows current to flow through the LED, lighting it up. This simple project is the foundation for sound-activated switches. It can be used in clap switch projects, automatic lighting systems, sound-reactive decorations, or even in fun DIY alarm systems.